In the summer of 1877, famine tore through the Madras Presidency, China, Brazil, and southern Africa simultaneously. Roads and villages were littered with the dead, as 50 million people across 3 continents succumbed to total agricultural collapse. While human history often blames war or plague for such mass mortality, the true culprit of 1877 sat thousands of miles away, in a tiny, warming patchen off the coast of Peru. Peruvian fishermen called it El Niño, the little boy. But that year, the Pacific waters grew so intensely warm that it disrupted rain patterns globally. This extreme, lethal version of the cycle is known as a Super El Niño. Now, the latest models from Europe's largest weather forecasting center indicate this 140-year historical cycle is returning. We are already feeling the symptoms right now. April temperatures have already crossed 45 degrees in cities like Nagpur, signaling that 2026 could be the most dangerous summer in human history. Weathering a warm ocean impacts India, we look at the Pacific. Normally, trade winds blow from east to west, pushing warm surface water toward Australia and Asia. This allows cool, nutrient-rich water to rise from the depths near South America. During an El Niño, however, these trade winds weaken. The cold water stops rising, and trillions of liters of warm water stall in the central and eastern Pacific. Because warm water evaporates easily, it creates massive rain clouds. During this shift, those clouds migrate away from land and dump their water into the open ocean, leaving India and Australia in severe drought. This cycle has occurred for millennia, but in 2026, it is colliding with a planet already heated by human activity. The math is terrifying. Our baseline temperature is already 1.4 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average. When El Niño adds its own 1.5 degree surge, we face a net anomaly of 2.9 degrees. It is exactly like sitting in a 40-degree room and having someone turn on a space heater. This ocean warming creates 4 layers of direct impact in India. First, the monsoon, the lifeblood of the country, is projected to drop well below normal levels, particularly in the north and west. That brings us to the second layer, agricultural crisis. Since 51% of Indian farming depends entirely on the monsoon, a lack of rain translates directly into failed crops and empty granaries. Third, the lack of cooling rain allows heat waves to shatter records. Scientific projections suggest 2026 will comfortably surpass the deadly 50-degree peaks we saw in 2024. Finally, the fourth layer hits your wallet. Low food production drives prices up. In a Super El Niño year, food inflation can jump by 9%, disproportionately impacting those who cannot afford a buffer. A 2-degree rise in a distant ocean triggers a domino effect that threatens the food security and survival of over 1 billion people. Midday sun is dangerous, but nighttime heat is the true killer. When the temperature stays above 30 degrees at night, the human body cannot recover, which causes the risk of fatal heat stroke to multiply. Cities suffer from the urban heat island effect. Concrete absorbs heat all day and releases it slowly at night, while air conditioners pump hot exhaust into the streets to keep interiors cool. India's 380 million informal workers bear the brunt of this cycle. From construction laborers to delivery drivers, these workers have no paid leave or legal protection as they labor in the direct path of the heat. Yet, the government refuses to classify heat waves as a notified disaster. Doing so would legally require them to pay 4 lakh rupees in compensation for every heat-related death, a cost they choose to avoid by simply not counting the bodies. Even as temperatures rise, massive deforestation continues. In 2024 alone, 18,000 hectares of primary forest were cleared, and 1.2 lakh trees are currently marked for removal in Gadchiroli, all under the name of development. With systemic protection largely absent, the burden of survival has been shifted entirely onto the individual. If the system won't act, local action is the only defense. Protecting existing mature trees is critical. A full canopy can lower pedestrian-level temperatures by as much as 12 degrees Celsius. You can also reduce your contribution to the coal-burning grid by shifting to solar. Prices have dropped so significantly that rooftop or balcony panels are now a viable way to save money while lowering your climate impact. On the street level, small acts save lives. Carry ORS packets, offer cold water and shade to security guards, vendors, and delivery workers who are at the highest risk of heat stroke. We must adapt, because 2026 is not a one-time event.
This is a recurring cycle that will continue to hit an increasingly hotter planet every few years. For children born today, the blistering 45-degree summers we consider extreme will no longer be an anomaly. It will be their permanent baseline. Take action now, for yourself and for them.